have noticed that in all localities and neighborhoods, both in rural areas and urban areas, there are some of us who are poor and some who are rich. We divide mostly in two parts, urban areas and rural areas. So urban area is that area which is very much developed, where we have good employment opportunities, whereas rural areas are those areas which are villages type. There is no good facilities of anything. So they say that we in around us we see urban area also, we see rural areas also, we see poor people also, we see rich people also. So this is something which we all notice. Then there are also people who belong to many stages in between. It's not only poor or rich, it is not restricted between poor and rich only. There are not only two categories, there are furthermore categories like pushcart vendors, street cobblers, women who string flowers, rag pickers, vendors, beggars are some examples of poor and vulnerable groups in the urban areas. So poor people are also existing in urban areas. It's not like that. Usually we have this myth that poor people exist only in rural areas. Urban areas have no poor people. No, it is not the truth. Even in urban areas we have poor people. So poor and rich, beyond poor and rich, we have furthermore categories of poor people, or you can say those people who come under poor and rich category. Between poor and rich category, those are pushcart vendors, cobblers, rag pickers, then beggars. So these are the few examples which exist in urban areas as well. They possess few assets and they reside in kacha hutments with walls made of baked mud, roofs of made of grass, thatch, bamboo and wood. If you people have seen a slum area at your place or nearby your uh, town, you might have seen that they live in kacha house. They do not have good cemented house. Those roofs can be getting shattered due to heavy rains, storms or any other natural calamity. So they do not have good proper house, proper apartments. They mostly reside in kacha hutments, walls made of baked mud. Just imagine the walls of their house are of mud, which can be easily getting spoiled. So they possess such kind of thing. Assets, what are assets? I guess now in accounts you might have already learned about assets. So what are assets? Assets are nothing but those things which belongs to the particular person, which can be seen or which can be touched. Basic examples of asset if I give you, then they can be furniture, computers, laptops, your house and etc. So these people do not have such facilities or such houses or such assets. They mostly resides in kacha hutments or the house which is made up of mud, grass, bamboo and so on. So the poorest of them do not even have such dwellings. If the person is more poorer or most poorest, then he might not have proper this much facilities also. Just imagine, he might be living on the footpaths of the road or lying anywhere in the road. Poor people condition is like this.